What's going on, beautiful people? I hope you're all having a great day so far. Today, I want to talk to you all about two very important things: community building and activism. Of course, during the pandemic, it has been quite hard for us to gather in large groups, to get out there and do activism the way that we used to do before. So now today, I want to discuss a few methods that we can all be doing online to continue to be as effective as possible when it comes to spreading our message. Now, of course, we are all very passionate about changing this world for the animals, for the people, and for this planet. Now, what are ways that we can continue to do activism during these tough times where large group gatherings are not so, something that's being done at the moment? So some of the things that we can do are online campaigns. Now, online campaigns are great because we can choose a specific target, let's say a certain company or brand that is exploiting, abusing, and killing animals for profit. Now we can go there to their social media pages as a group, maybe 50 of us, 75 of us, 100 of us, and go flood their comments for 1 day straight, 2 days straight, even 3 days straight, to put pressure on them that they have to start changing their ways, that we're gonna be calling out the type of practices and industries that they are being a part of. So creating campaigns and going together as large groups to go and put comments on their social medias can help them get messages up to upper management that they need to start transitioning more towards a plant-based type of business. And that's one of the main things that I want to talk about is online campaigns. Now, of course, as the weather is starting to get better, spring is around the corner now. So of course we can still be together outside. We can still gather together and get out there and spread our message. And another great way of doing that is just hitting up a corner, getting a group of friends, maybe 4 or 5 friends. What we can do is we can go out there with pamphlets, hand it out to people. These pamphlets will have information about the animal agriculture industry, how bad it is for the animals, how bad it is for people's health, or for the planet. All of these are valid points when doing outreach to people. Now, when you're doing outreach to people, you don't want to only talk about one thing. You want to make sure you cover all the aspects under veganism, because there are so many injustices that happen to both animals and people when we're talking about animal agriculture. So the best thing to do is go out there with different types of pamphlets that have information about a whole bunch of different things. And depending on the way the conversation is going, you can give them one pamphlet or all 3. The most important thing is to make sure that every conversation that you have with people, that you had a lasting effect on them, that you brought up points that's going to make them think about their everyday choices. Now, we talked about doing online campaigns. We talked about going out onto street corners and doing outreach. What is another form of activism that we need to continue doing to make sure that we keep up the momentum when it comes to raising awareness about the abuse and exploitation that is happening within the animal agriculture industry? Of course, there's bearing witness, heading out to slaughterhouses. Outside of slaughterhouses, we're able to go out there and get the content so we can show people what it is that's happening to animals, the suffering, the exploitation that they are enduring. And hopefully by getting that content, we can then show it to people and have them change their mind again about their everyday choices. Now, of course, a plant-based diet is amazing for our health. It's amazing for the planet. And of course, that way, if we don't want to cause any unnecessary harm or violence to innocent sentient beings, it's definitely the way to go. So that's going to wrap up today's segment: community building, online activism, and going out there and getting in the streets and talking to people. Stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to come up with some more tips on how we can spread this message effectively of peace, love, and compassion.